the church refused to acknowledge the victims and instead focused their efforts on protecting priests.
A pointed accusation at the Catholic Church from Missouri's Attorney General. As his office says, 12 former priests and other clergy members should be prosecuted based on accusations of sexual abuse or misconduct. 41 Action News reporter Mackenzie Nelson has reaction from our local diocese. Mackenzie.
That's right, Kevin. As the 12 former clergy that the Attorney General is referring to, I'm told by the diocese here that one of them on the list once worked here in Kansas City.
Of those 12, there's one from our diocese, Hugh Monahan. He's a former priest of our diocese.
The Catholic Diocese of Kansas City St. Joseph says Holy Cross Parish in the Northeast is the last place Hugh Monahan was.
You know, I hope there is some progress in this. Unfortunately, Hugh Monahan left his parish in 1989 and left a note for his parish secretary saying, "I'm gone." And we haven't been able to find him. We've even hired investigators to try and find him.
There were a number of allegations against Monahan. Last week, David Byersmith told 41 Action News 2 of his sons were victims.
Physically, they were raped. I don't know how else to say it.
Smith says Monahan left the parish before the first accusation was made in 1990.
I think these perpetrators should be prosecuted.
Today, Missouri Attorney General Eric Schmitt referred 12 former clergy for potential criminal prosecution. This comes after a 13-month-long investigation of sexual abuse within the Roman Catholic Church.
The betrayal of trust and of innocence is devastating and in many instances incomprehensible.
Also last week, the Diocese of Kansas City St. Joseph released a list of 24 Metro priests who were credibly accused.
I hope that our list, along with the AG's report, will help lift some of the darkness of our past and also bring some sense of justice and healing to victims of clerical sexual abuse.
The AG investigated 163 priests or clergy members accused of sexual abuse or misconduct against minors. State investigators found 83 of them have died. 80 are currently alive, but the statute of limitations has run out on 46 of the crimes.
That doesn't necessarily mean that everybody who has been harmed by an employee of the church has come forward. We want them to come forward. Contact law enforcement.
The AG gave recommendations to the Catholic Church, including taking greater responsibility on oversight. Also, the abuse hotline is still up and running at this time, so anyone who was a victim is encouraged to come forward. Live in Kansas City, Mackenzie Nelson, 41 Action News.
We told you just last week the Kansas City St. Joseph Diocese released a list of 24 priests credibly accused of sexual abuse. The St. Louis Archdiocese found 61 clergy with similar claims. The Springfield Cape Girardeau Diocese released a list of 16 priests last year. The Jefferson City Diocese named 35 church leaders.